So we're going to be talking about 3 things you need to do to portray your value and charge a high professional planning fee. Can I get a amen?
Because we've talked about this topic of, you know, who makes more money, experts or specialists and all that. So now we're going to get into more specifics of, you already know that you need to portray yourself as a destination wedding specialist, guru, however you want to call it. But now we're going to go through some strategies to help you do that.
Right. So what I wanted to share with you today are 3 things that I personally discovered after doing a lot of different consultations over the years, right? I kind of singled out the things that I talk about in a consultation that really seal the deal and allow me to charge a professional planning fee when my competitors, you know, other travel pros or destination wedding planners are not charging anything. But this is what you want to do when you have a consultation. And, you know, you can spin this a little bit too, even for honeymoons, but this is really going to be very specific to destination weddings. But no matter what, it's still good information to have in your back pocket, because I feel like a lot of us, we go into this process of, okay, I want to become a destination wedding planner, or I'm already in the travel business, but now I want to specialize in this, but I don't know what I'm doing, or we think we don't know what we're doing. But I think that once I talk about these 3 things, you're going to realize that you have value to provide and you deserve to get paid for that value. The first thing that I do in a consultation is to explain the process of planning a destination wedding.
It sets you up as the expert because most couples, unless they've had one and they're getting married again and doing another one, really don't know the whole process. They might have read about it, they've done their research, but they really, once they get with someone who goes, well, remember, this is how the process is going to work for you. And the minute you just lay out the process, it immediately, if they're already pre-sold on you, once they're pre-sold on you, they're already thinking about, this person probably can help me. And as when you open up the consultation with the fact that you explain the process and break it all down for them, now that just solidifies even more, gets you one step closer to them really believing you're their answer, because you know what you're talking about.
Exactly. Explaining the process of the planning a destination wedding does a lot of things, but the main 2 things that it's going to do for you when you're consulting with couples is, 1, it's going to give them a plan, and a plan brings peace. Okay, so it's like this moment of relief, and they're like sighing, feeling like, okay, now I understand what has to happen, and I have a plan, and this isn't all just this vague, like, stuff all over the place. I have no idea how to organize this. I have no idea what to do next. I have no idea how this is all going to come together. They have all of these things are going on in their minds, and once you lay it out, it gives them peace, and that makes them feel good, and that makes them feel good about you as the person that's providing that peace. Second thing that it really does, in all honesty, is it also makes your couple realize the magnitude of what lies ahead for them. And so I am literally not afraid when in a consultation to overwhelm them a little bit. So yeah, they feel good that they have a plan, but they also feel overwhelmed to the degree like, can I do this on my own? Probably not. Like, you want to give them that doubt that they can't do it on their own and they need you. But because you have the plan and you understand the process of planning a destination wedding, then they're going to connect with you and they're going to be able to feel confident in you.
You have that outline. You're letting people know the process. It's okay to let people know that process. If you've never done one before, you're not lying to people. That is the true process. Now, you could be inside, obviously, you know, oh my gosh, I'm crapping my pants because I don't know how to do all this. But the bottom line is you'll learn it, and you can take yourself a step at a time because you break up a destination wedding in phases.
Okay, so the second thing is that you want to share what your role is in helping them. Essentially, what this means is you're going to share kind of a highlight reel of your services. You're not going to like list out and read to them your list of services, but you want them to understand your value by sharing some highlights of the things that you are personally going to do for them. You are personally going to do on their behalf. You are personally going to help them do, right? So once they understand the process and the things that it's going to take to plan this destination wedding, then you want to make sure that you take time to share, okay, so here's where I come in, right? Here's how I'm going to help you X, Y, and Z. Okay?
Right. So these build on each other. So there's a
Yes.
psychology to this.
Yes.
First, you're letting them know all the things that have to get done. Now, most people are not going to bail on a destination wedding. Most people, they're going to do it anyway, but most of them, they're already talking to you because they probably figure they need help. And now you're just solidifying, this is all the things that have to come in place. So they're already thinking, oh my gosh, well, I just hope this person I just hope maybe I can work with her. They're already thinking that. And then you immediately build on that psychology that's in their mind by immediately jumping then into the next phase of your consultation.
And then the third thing that you're going to do is educate them on the benefits that they can earn from hosting their destination wedding at these specific resorts. Now, obviously, when you're first consulting with somebody, you don't know where they're going to go, and you don't want to talk to them about what you recommend, what resorts, what any, you want to be very vague and that kind of a thing. This is more like fact finding and, portraying your value with these types of things. And, but you want to educate them on the benefits. So the beauty of this, is that, all right, you've given a little bit of, you've educated them, so to speak, on the process, right? You've then shared your role and responsibility. So you're kind of selling yourself a little bit by saying, hey, these are the things that this is my role in helping you. This is how I can, come alongside you without saying I a whole bunch of times. Then we're bringing it back to, it's all about them. This is all about you. And oh my gosh, you guys, I am so excited because you've got, let's just say that they have about 50 people coming. You've got like 50 people that are going to be at your wedding, and you are going to earn some really awesome amenities as a result of hosting your group. Now we have to set it up the right way. This is where we're starting to talk we. The we language partners you together right away. We're going to do this together. We're going to do that together. This is going to allow us together to, partner and create this, opportunity for you to earn these things. So you can start listing off some of the things that different resorts offer, right? There's free upgrades, there's free nights, there's free rooms, there's free cocktail receptions. Some people give free dinner receptions where all you have to worry about is the decor. So the beauty of this is that, these couples are going to plan this destination wedding, but they're going to free up their budget to allocate to other areas of their wedding as a result of saving on the travel side of things, right?
Are setting yourself apart.
Right.
Because you do want to do that. You want to set yourself apart. You have to do that. That's why they will pay you the big planning fee too.
Right. See,
all these things work together for this.
You have to think about it from that perspective. Okay, if I'm sitting there telling my client that they can earn a free room, what's the value of that? They can earn up to $1,000 toward their airfare. What's the value of that? Clearly is $1,000, right? They could earn a free room. That could be, worth $2,000. All of a sudden, I am like handing them a $3,000 value just by knowing me. So you have value. I want you to understand and look at yourself differently in this industry. What you have is valuable. Couples do not understand that they have these things available to them, and they go work directly with resorts. The resorts don't want to give them a whole bunch of free stuff. So if they don't need to, they're not going to. But because you have this knowledge of how this works, that right there, if you can just tell them, essentially, you're going to have like $3,000 in savings just by hiring me, then why would you be afraid to charge $1,000 for your services? Why would you be afraid to charge $1,500? Why would you be afraid to charge $2,000? They're still saving money, and they're getting your professional help to get this whole thing done. So even if you charge $3,000 and they're saving $3,000, it's all benefiting them in the end. Everybody needed to be reminded of the value that you provide, even if this is your very first time doing a destination wedding. You've never done one before. You have value to provide just by having the connections that you have. You are going to be providing a great value to these couples that they wouldn't get if they didn't work with you. If they DIY, they're not going to get the stuff. All these couples miss out on stuff. You're not out there by yourself.
You're not going to be out there by yourself.
Figuring this all out. So do not fear. And like Lou had mentioned before, like there's enough time between the steps of what has to happen for you to learn as you go. And then once you do this 1 or 2 times, like you don't need to look at any other notes. You just know. You'll just know
Right.
you know, how to do it. When are you starting the 20K class? We actually have our wait list available. I'm going to
Yes.
put the information on the screen.
Well,
but
we'll be launching 20K again in beginning of March. So yes, you may get on the wait list. You'll be notified as soon as we open the doors. You'll be first to be notified.
So this is great advice because this is so true. Let them imagine their wedding at their destination wedding and how amazing it will be, because people do buy from emotion.
Absolutely.
It is an emotional thing, right? So we do want to paint that picture and really get them to envision
Great
that
comment,
experience.
Pamela.
Yeah.
Great. So true. Great comment.
I can't wait to start till you start the 20K program. I've wasted so much time with different groups saying they're going to provide this service. I'm learning so much from the two of you. I know the program is going to propel my business. Oh, awesome. Thanks, Annette.
I mean, we believe it is. We've had some really good success in our program. We've already had, matter of fact, Veronica, who's been with us really when we launched a few years ago. We've had, so Veronica, you may not know this, but we've had Hazel, who joined. She's just booked 4 destination weddings. We just had Terry Lynn tell us that she's booked 2 destination weddings and 2 group trips. So yes, and that you will. Yeah, as long as you do as long as you follow what we teach, it will work for you, because we're teaching you everything we did to make a multi-6-figure destination wedding business.
Okay. All right. Have a great week, guys.
Everybody, God bless.
God bless you.